Hey, welcome to my channel. With it being December now and the weather is getting a lot colder, I wanted to make a little heated kind of roll for my cats so they could sit in it and just get some warmth. I think that my dog Millie will also really like it. Penny, my other dog, not so much. She's more of a cold weather dog. She obviously likes to be warm, but she loves the snow and she doesn't mind the cold weather at all. Little Millie here will definitely enjoy this little heated roll. Like a lot of other small dogs, Millie is a dog that kind of likes to burrow and to go under the blankets and under the pillows, so she definitely does enjoy the warmth. So basically all this is, it's like a long sausage or snake or roll or tube, and you can stick it in the microwave and heat it up and it will stay warm. Kind of like a hot water bottle, but without the water. So warmth and a heated bed can be great for elderly dogs or cats because they will often suffer from arthritis or sore joints, and the heat can really help with that and the pains that the cold weather can make a little bit worse. So something heated will make them a lot more comfortable. And any cats or dogs, I find, if given the choice, will go somewhere warm and cozy over somewhere cold. So you can't really go wrong. It's pretty simple to make. I do use a sewing machine. You don't have to go the further step that I did to take it to the sewing machine, but it will help keep it cleaner. And you could also hand sew it. I'm not a sewer. I know how to use a sewing machine and some really basic stuff, but I don't know anything complicated, and the basic stuff that I do wouldn't be considered really good. Like it can be kind of messy or sloppy just because I don't know how to do better. But it works and it's for the animals and they love it, so that's all that really matters. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a pair of like nylon stockings. I tried to find ones that were pretty thick, so as thick as you can find. And it doesn't really matter what they look like at all because you're not going to see this is going to be inside. So I'm just going to cut off the legs. So you can actually make two, or you can cut off both legs and then sew them together to have a really long one. Now that I've got my stocking cut off, this is the end that I'm going to sew shut once I fill it with rice. We've got Tron here looking. Hi, Tron. Hey, Tron. Oh, he doesn't want to look at the camera. So now that I have the stocking part cut off, the crotch cut off, I'm going to fill this tube up with rice. Tron, what are you doing? Can you hear him purring? Okay, now I've got this sausage tunnel roll thing. I'm going to sew a cover for it. Now you could just leave it like that, but I want to have a cover so I can take it off and wash it if I need to. But basically what it's going to look like is this. So there's Millie in a little bed, and I can kind of line the sausage around in her bed. So it would be something like this, and it's great because you can kind of shape it to whatever position you want, and then they can just lay in there and have a little kind of like a hot water bottle, but without the water. So I'm going to make a cover for that so I can keep this clean, and of course this will snag easily, especially if they want to chew on it or whatever she's trying to do right now. So I'm going to make a cover that I can take off and on and wash the cover so I don't have to wash this if I need to. To make the cover, the first thing that I'm going to do is, this is the fabric that I'm going to use. And I'm going to measure the length of the tube and the width, and then double the width. And then I'm going to measure and cut my fabric to the same size. So I measured 31 inches long and 7 inches wide. Now I'm going to double it. So 31 inches long and then 14 inches wide. So that way I can wrap the fabric around the whole tube. And I added about 2 inches to the length. So it was actually 29, but I'm going to say 31 just so when I fold, I can sew a little edge on each so it's a nice finish and it's not just loose fabric. I'm not going to do an inside or under, just one layer. I'm not going to double it to have it nice on both sides. Okay, now that I have all 4 ends folded over and sewn, I'm going to fold it lengthwise in half, and then I'm going to sew both ends shut, so both ends on either side, and then I'm just going to go up maybe 2 inches. So both ends and then up 2 inches, like a L shape on both ends. Okay, now I kind of have this long pillowcase type thing. So I have, this side is the folded over fabric, and then this is sewn and this is sewn together to right about there. And it's the same on the other side. So it's all closed off except for this middle pocket. I could have made this middle pocket a lot shorter, but I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And I'm going to sew some buttons on here so that I can close it. So maybe 4 buttons spaced out. And now I'm ready to put the rice bag inside. So like I said, I'm going to be putting some buttons on here, maybe even the buttons that snap shut, or I might be putting a Velcro strip and then I can Velcro it together. I'll see whatever, if I have either of those things or whatever I find at the store, because I don't have it right now. But basically, that's it. Then to heat, I put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds to a minute, definitely no longer than a minute, and then I pause it and I'll take it out, check it, and then put it in. I usually will have to do this maybe 3 or 4 times, but I like to break it up into the minutes and pause and take it out so that it doesn't overheat and the rice doesn't burn. I also put this cup of water in there so that the rice doesn't burn. What do you think, sugar? Why do you look so angry? Try it out. Sugar. Try it out. It's warm. Thanks for watching. If you do decide to make this, let me know how it went and how your cat or your dog or any animal liked it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.